In this video, we're going to talk about the law of cosines. In another video, I explained to you the law of sines. In the law of sines, which is used for triangles that are not right triangles, we can go ahead and set up a proportion. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to try to solve this problem by using the law of sines. I'm going to say that the sine of 58 degrees is to its opposite side, which is B, as the sine of angle C is to its opposite side 49, as the sine of angle A is to its opposite side 66. So notice that when I try to set up a proportion, no matter which ratios I choose to cross multiply, I'm always going to end up with two unknowns. Right now, I don't know angle C and I don't know side B, so that's not going to get me anywhere. If I choose to work with the last two ratios to set up a proportion across multiply, I still have two unknowns. I don't know what angle A or angle C are, so that's not going to get me anywhere. And even if I were to work with the first and the last ratio together to try to cross multiply, I'm still not going to get anywhere because I have two unknowns. So in this case, I'm pretty much stuck. The law of cosines works as follows. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of angle C. Now, this is a very generic way of writing the formula for the law of cosines. I want you to understand that we're not quote unquote married to these letters. They're just shortcuts to help you understand the order in which the formula works. So in this particular case, notice that lowercase c is equal to, squared is equal to, and in this case we have capital C. So those always have to match, the side with its opposite angle. If I'm going to try to apply that to the triangle that I have in front of me right now, here is my 58 degrees, and here is my opposite side, which is B. So I'm going to set up the problem as B squared is equal to the other two sides squared, and the order doesn't matter. So 49 squared plus 66 squared minus 2 times 49 times 66 times the cosine of angle B in this case, because remember, it has to match. If I'm working with lowercase b, it has to be opposite. So here's cosine of 58 degrees. Now, all of this is going to go into your calculator exactly the way you see it. So enter 49 squared plus 66 squared minus 2 times 49 times 66 times the cosine of 58. If you're working with a scientific or graphing calculator, then the calculator knows order of operations. So it's going to give you this as the answer right now. And then, of course, remember that we have to take the square root of both sides in order for us to figure out the actual answer. So when I take the square root of both sides right here, I'm going to get the answer is approximately 57.7. So that means that the missing side length is going to be 57.7 meters. So that's the missing side length. Once I have figured out that missing side length, I can go back to the law of sines to find the missing angle. Once I know another angle, I can just add up the two angles, subtract it from 180, and I can find the third. So right now you have a choice. I'm going to go ahead and look for angle C. So I'm going to say that the sine of 58 degrees, it's to its opposite side, which I just found to be 57.7, as the sine of angle C is to its opposite side, which is 49. So you cross multiply, you get 49 times the sine of 58 equals 57.7 times the sine of angle C. I divide both sides by 57.7. I put this into my calculator, 49 times the sine of 58. Remember to close parentheses. If your calculator opens a parentheses, that numerator part should give you 41.55435,671 divided by 57.7, which is going to give you 0.720179, blah, blah, blah. This is equal to the sine of angle C. And remember that in the calculator, you would have to press second or shift to do the arc sine so that you can figure out the angle measure. So when I do the arc sine of this answer, in the graphing calculator, you can just press second, sine, second, answer. And then you're going to get approximately that angle C is 46.1 degrees. Of course, once you know that angle C is 46.1 degrees, the sum of the three angles in a triangle is 180. So I know angle C is 46.1 degrees. Add up 58 plus 46.1, and you're going to get 104.1, and then subtract that from 180 because the three angles will add up to 180. And we get 75.9 degrees. So that means that angle A is going to be 75.9 degrees. So now I've been able to solve the triangle by finding all of the missing sides and missing angles. So angle A is 75.9, angle C is 46.1, and then little b is 57.7. Hope you found this video helpful. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more help with math so that you can say, yes, I can do math with confidence. Until next time, thanks for watching.